everyone, today we're making a folio, an album, whatever you want to call it. But look at how beautiful this turned out. The whole paper that I use here, everything I used was from the new collection by Scrap Diva Designs, and I used the most wonderful die set I've ever seen for folios and albums. If you have this die set, you need nothing else. I will show you the die set next. So I used magnetic here for the closure. I'll just quickly show you. We have a tuck-in space here, and then we open it up. We have a big pocket here. See how big it is? A small one. We're going to put this together so you learn how to use the die set and you see how simple it is. On the left, I have a big pocket again for anything you want, pictures, a little notebook maybe, and then we close it in like this. I used a beautiful button from the collection, and on the back we have this little pocket, and then a bigger one on the back as well. So only 3 pages, but the die set gives you so many options that you can have a small folio like this with a lot of space for journaling. You can put like a piece of paper here for journaling, for ephemera, for little gifts, for whatever you want. So let's learn how to make this. Before we put this album together, this folio, I want to give you a tip, because this is something that is going to save you so much time and make it much easier for you to not waste paper and not cut things that you don't need. So this is how I do it. Before I cut the paper, I'm going to zoom in here. So before I even cut the paper and the parts that I need, I draw my folio. So this way you know exactly what you need. And of course, I draw it with a pencil because I changed my mind. I want a pocket here, and then I decide I want 2 pockets, so you just erase it. But the idea here is for you to calculate what you need in terms of the parts. Like I showed you before, this die set is fantastic, and honestly guys, you will never need to buy another die set for a folio, because this has all the pockets and all the elements that you need. So for example, I know here, because I drew, that I need 2 of the main ones, the main pages, which means that I need 4 for layering with the stitching. So I just write here, I look at it, it's okay. So large stitched, I need 4. In the base, I need 2. But then I need one of these scalloped ones, the round ones, to flip. This is how it's going to close. So I just write down everything that I need, and when I decide which pockets I want and which layering pieces I want, I write it down, and then you know everything you need. So this is the inside. That's what I wrote inside of the folio. So that's what I will need. And then I look at the outside and decide whether or not. So for example, for this one, you see that I'm going to have a long we're going to have a long piece here that flips, or a pocket, whatever you want. And then again, you will know that you're going to need this piece for the outside. So just a quick idea for you. If you draw your folio, you will cut everything that you need, and you'll be able to coordinate the colors as well without making any mistakes, and also saving your paper. So okay, now that I gave you this tip, this is how I do it. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments, and let's now put it together. Just look how amazing this die set is. It's a huge die set that you use for the rest of your life, for Christmas, for gifts, for photo album, folios, journaling, whatever you want, because it is complete. This set here of dies, they all come in 2s. So one is for this one is for the page itself. This is like the main one, the central page, and it always comes with a stitched layering piece. And that's one of the things I love about this die set. Every single one of these pieces come with a stitched layering piece, because then you can add like a paper for the background and a beautiful one that coordinates. And these can be used, for example, these 2. In my album, this is going to be the way that I close my album. So it's basically, this is a page, and it's gonna close like this, and they all fit perfectly. But you can add 2 pages, 3 pages, and just keep flipping them and closing them and folding them in. These here are the hinges. So basically it has, do you see the line right in the middle here? This is the folding line, because you're going to glue it here and then you're going to fold it in and add another paper here. Same thing for the bottom. We have 2 hinges here that you can use for these tuck-in pieces that can become also pockets. See? And they fit perfectly for the bottom part if you want. So if you want to use here, not here, this one are pockets, they already come with the flaps, but these 2 here you can use it. You will always glue, and I'll show you how. Okay, so these are for the long part, these are for the bottom. Here you see 2 pockets, and the difference is that it comes with the flaps, because you're going to fold it in and just glue right here. Everything fits perfectly, and again it comes with a layering piece that is all stitched all the way around. So these 2 are pockets. This is another one, a flap that you can put here, you can put here. It really, there are so many possibilities with this die set, and that's what I love about it. So basically you use this is the base page, and you add as many as you want depending on the side of your folio, and then you add the parts that you want, how you close it, the tuck-in pieces. These are all tuck-in that can become, if you add, for example, if you decide, let's say you want this to be a pocket right here, and you've already used this too many times and you want this to be a pocket, all you need to do is just cut this and you add it to the side, cut the end, and cut here, and you can use it as the flaps. So there's so many uses for this, and it's really a complete die set. So now that I showed you the die set and generally how it works, let's see these, what they turn out to be, okay? And then we're going to put our folio together. So here's basically what my folio is going to look like when I'm finished. I just wanted to highlight to you what these look like before I glue them. So that's the pocket. Let me show you just the pocket. This is the die set for this pocket, and like I told you, see, it has beautiful stitching right there all around. So I'm going to glue that. This is the other pocket. Both, remember, the pockets, they come with the flaps already. And again, these are the 2 pieces, so I'm going to layer those 2. These are going to go like this, one here and another little bit smaller inside. So that's the middle one. This one I'm going to put magnet, and it's going to flip like this and then come down. This is going to be the cover. Basically, when I close this in, I'm going to close it like this. Let me just show you, because we're going to put it together soon. So basically that's going to be the front cover, right? And that's why it's good to draw, because you see all of that. And these are the hinges, see? This is the basic hinge that has 1 scoring line, and we're just going to fold this and glue it. And this one has 2 folding lines, see? The difference is this one is thicker. It has, see like that? So this one is I would say, it's like 3/8 of an inch, a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to fold it twice. So because this needs to be a little higher, because this is going to close the whole thing. This is going to be here, this is going to close. So it needs to be a little higher, okay? And then we're going to decorate. So let's put this together. So how do we begin? Very important. Never glue. We have a tendency to glue all the layering pieces and then putting things together. With folio, it doesn't work that way. You have to basically glue the base of your folio first, or album, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to glue, I already have this, see, folded like that. That's the hinge. I'm going to glue it here and then here. And this is the thicker one. Remember I told you that one, let me get this out so you can see, there you go. This one is thicker, It's like 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch. So because this is going to, that's the closure. So I'm going to glue here and get this all glued together. That's the first thing you do. The layering pieces come after. So here, this is what we have. And now you'll understand why I want this side to be thicker, because it's going to close the folio. So it needs to be thicker, okay? So we have the base, and now let's start with the middle. I have the layering piece, see, because the layering piece now is going to hide the tag, okay? The flap. So this part here is going to be hidden by this. So we're going to basically glue this on, and then I already have the pockets ready. All you need to do is just fold it in, all these flaps here that come already. It's part of the die. So there you go, we have this pocket here. I'm going to glue this here, but before I do that, I'm going to glue the small one, because I want the big one to kind of cover the base, the bottom of the small one. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be like this, and this is going to cover. So basically we're going to have 2 pockets. So I'll do that, I'll glue it, and I'll come back. So we have our pockets here. We can put whatever we want, see, like this. These are all from the paper pad as well. It comes with a lot of tags. So 2 pockets here. I'm not going to decorate yet, but we're just going to, I just wanted to show you how it looks. Absolutely gorgeous paper. I love this paper. And now we're going to work on the left side. Basically here we're going to add, and I wanted to add magnet, because I wanted to show you how. So I already added here the hinge, and it's one of these small ones here, see? One that only has 1 scoring line. So I already added here because I want to glue it here first, then we're going to add the magnetic, and then we're going to cover it up with the layers, because you want the magnetic to be hidden, right? So that's what I'm going to do now. And the magnetic that I'm going to show you, I actually found this magnetic very, very recently, and I'm in love with them because they come with the glue already. So that takes a lot of our work, makes it much easier for us. So there you go. That's the hinge. You just want to make sure that it's well positioned here. Just press it down a little bit. There you go. So it's perfect. The corner here is perfect. So we're going to just press it down, and now we have our little, it's going to work like a pocket, but one that comes down and has a magnetic thing. So here's how you do that. So here's the magnets that I use, very small, and they come with this that you pull off, and it comes with the glue already. So basically we're going to select 2 here. We're going to choose where we're going to put. I'm going to just reinforce it with my glue because it doesn't hurt. And I love that it has these little flaps that you can just hold on to. So I'm going to put it right here and just press it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Get 2, pull the thing off, add just some extra glue, just for safety. I'm going to add another one here. And the reason why I didn't put it in the middle is because I want this to kind of be used as a pocket. So then if you do that, see, it's right there. Now all we need to do is remove the other flap, and we're going to fold it in, and the magnets will stay in the right place. So you press it down, and then you are able to separate before, see? It's in the right place. We know that it's always going to close. And now we can decorate our pages, okay? So we're going to glue this, and it's going to cover the magnets. And then we're going to glue the flap below, okay? I love using magnets for this kind of thing. And this one makes it so much easier. It gets all the work with the glue, and it's kind of messy sometimes to add glue to magnets because it is metal. See, it's right here, but it's hidden now. And we're just going to press it with the bone folder. And with this die set, you can just keep adding all the flaps you want, all the pockets you want. And now we're going to decorate. And here's another tip for you. This is actually not the paper pad itself, but the cover of every paper pad comes with a cover. And I use this because it's great thickness. This is where this came from, right from here. See? Always use everything, guys. Do not throw it away. It's paper, it's beautiful paper. So I'm going to put this right there.
Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time.
And here we go. We have the magnetic that closes perfectly here. We could even add another one of these here, but I just want to show you each part of the die set, how you use it, okay? So basically we're done with 2 parts, and now I'm going to do the right side. Look how cute it already looks. And I already added one side of my magnets, and since these magnets are going to close here, that's what I'm going to do next. So we're going to remove the flap of my magnets. I'm going to, just for security, to add a little bit more of glue. Make sure that this is all aligned, and we're going to close it. Make sure that this is straight here, and once we know it's in the right place, just press it and then very lightly separate it. These magnets are very strong, so it's already in place, and basically now it's decoration, okay? So I'm going to glue this part here, then I'll turn around and I'll add the paper on the back, and I'll be back. And here we are, we're done. I keep adding things and I go, okay, it's time to stop. So all the ephemera, the words, this is all from the collection. The paper is from the collection, and the die set. It's a wonderful collection. I really invite you to take a look at it. So basically here we have a big pocket here to put whatever you want. I use the word, I love this word here, be kind. Added a little ephemera there. So one big pocket. Here we have a big pocket and a small one for you to put pictures, whatever you want. And when we fold it in, I added a tuck-in space here. So this is ephemera from the ephemera pack of this collection, but you can just turn it into a tuck-in space like this. So that's what I did. You fold it in. This is the front. I'm still thinking if I'm going to add more, but I think this paper is so busy. And I added one of the buttons that come as part of this collection too. So here they are. Be Happy wooden stickers. Still have a whole bunch of them, but I thought they would be perfect as a closure. I closed, as you know, with my magnetic, so I didn't need to, but you can add ribbon here. It looks very beautiful too if you do that. And on the back, what I did was I added another pocket to the back. And here I added a little one. So this is from the ephemera pack. I just glued the sides and the bottom. So this became a little tiny pocket for you to put a little note or ephemera, whatever you want. And you still have a pocket on the back. So a lot of space in this little, just 3 pages. But you can make this. And guys, use Christmas paper, and this die set is magnificent, really. I'm going to be making some of these from my craft fair with Christmas paper. So that's the tutorial for today. What did you think? Not complicated, huh? Basically, you glue the base and then you decorate it. So very easy, and I hope my tips were helpful to you. And please do use my coupon code PAULA, P-A-U-L-A, so you get 10% off. And the link to the whole collection is in the description. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.